Kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
On who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
What you're about to hear is one of the most explosive, jaw-dropping paternity scandals to ever hit the internet. A mother who refuses to test her own child, a grandmother who takes matters into her own hands, a man who died asking for the truth, and a DNA test that may have been faked on national television. This is the story of Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and the baby that's torn an entire family apart. Buckle up, because this drama is about to get real messy. It all starts with tension that's been brewing for months. Chrisean Rock and Karlissa, Blueface's mother, have never seen eye to eye, but when Karlissa decides to cross a line that Chrisean swore no one would ever cross, all hell breaks loose. The trigger? Karlissa secretly arranges a DNA test on Junior, Chrisean's son, and when the news breaks, chaos erupts across social media. Phones are blowing up. Timelines are on fire. Everyone wants to know one thing. Why is Chrisean so afraid of a simple DNA test? Because here's the thing. Chrisean had been avoiding a real, legitimate DNA test for a long time. And when you dig into the details, it becomes clear that she had something to hide. She had already released a fake DNA test to the public, trying to convince everyone that Blueface was Junior's father. But the cracks in her story were starting to show, and Karlissa was about to blow the whole thing wide open. Now, before we go any further, we need to talk about Ronnie. Ronnie was another man in Chrisean's life, and shortly before his death, he made a bombshell claim. He said that Junior wasn't Blueface's son. He said Junior was his. At the time, people dismissed him. They thought he was just stirring up drama, trying to insert himself into a messy situation. But when Karlissa's secret DNA test comes to light, Ronnie's accusations suddenly don't sound so crazy anymore. In fact, they start to sound like the truth Chrisean had been running from all along. The secret test flips the entire narrative on its head. Everything Chrisean had been saying, everything she had been posting, everything she had been defending for months was now being called into question, and the internet was not about to let her forget it. Here's where it gets even more complicated. Blueface, from day one, never believed that Junior was his child. When he first asked Chrisean for a DNA test, the internet dragged him through the mud. People called him a deadbeat. They said he was a terrible father for even questioning it. But Blue didn't care. He knew what kind of chaos he was dealing with. He took to Twitter and made his position crystal clear. He tweeted that he and Chrisean were officially done, no more relationship. Strictly business. He said their entire relationship felt fake, and that Chrisean had been dealing with multiple people within the same year. Translation: he was calling her out for being with other men while they were supposedly together. Blueface flat out refused to claim Junior until a DNA test was done. He wasn't signing a birth certificate. He wasn't posting father-son photos. He wasn't playing along. And that decision led to the infamous DNA test that was eventually conducted on Zeus Network, the reality TV platform where all of this drama was being filmed. And that test, it said Blueface was the father.
Kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me hear the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not excluded.
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass nigga. What? You
Are you
wanted
sure?
You don't want it to be it. You're
I'm saying,
so
are you sure?
weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Yeah, but they. Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You not excluded me, you the
But hold on, because that's when the rumors started. Whispers began spreading that Zeus Network had tampered with the DNA results. Why? Because they needed drama for the show's storyline. They needed tension. They needed viewers glued to their screens. And what better way to do that than to stage a fake paternity test? Claims started flying that Chrisean agreed to it because it supported her narrative. She wanted people to believe Blue was the father, and Zeus wanted ratings. It was a win-win, or so they thought. Because even after that positive DNA test aired, Blueface still wasn't convinced. Even with the test supposedly proving he was the father, Blue offered Chrisean $100,000 to walk away. $100,000. He told her he never wanted the baby. He felt like she had forced the entire situation on him, and he wanted the court to see that he had never agreed to any of it. Even while they were still together, even when cameras were rolling, Blueface never publicly claimed Junior. He kept his distance, he kept his doubts, and he made sure everyone knew where he stood. Fast forward, Blueface gets released from prison. For a brief moment, it looks like everything might be fine. He plays along, he acts civil, but that peace doesn't last long. Within days, Blue is back to questioning Junior's paternity. The doubts return, the accusations resurface, and this time, Karlissa decides she's had enough. Karlissa takes matters into her own hands. She goes live on social media and drops a bombshell. Someone gave her a sample from Junior.
Depends on who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back. Everything will start working out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll have the baby and all types of therapy now. I'm so grateful to God that we'll start to get somewhere. Yesterday was real ugly. It was real ugly, but I thought about it and I see now what he means. Like we're all women working off of emotion.
She's planning to do a grandparent DNA test to find out the truth once and for all. She posts photos of the test kit online, showing everyone that she's serious. But it doesn't stop there. Blueface's father, Jonathan, tries to swab Junior on live video. The clip goes viral. The internet explodes. Everyone is talking about it. Team Chrisean versus Team Karlissa, and the battle lines are drawn. Now, here's where the theory that's been floating around for months starts to gain real traction. Many people believe that the reason Chrisean avoids an official test is because Ronnie might actually be Junior's real father. Before Ronnie passed away, he begged for another DNA test.
Girl right here, Junior right here.
You
Weird as a
Brian,
you weird as
me at the mall.
you weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. I need you out the nigga. What you talking about? Okay.
He pleaded, he asked publicly, and every single time, Chrisean refused. She shut it down, she deflected, she changed the subject, and when Ronnie publicly questioned Junior's paternity again, just weeks before his death, people started to wonder, what is she hiding? Karlissa backed Ronnie. She questioned why Chrisean was so afraid of testing. She pointed out that if there was nothing to hide, why not just do it? Why not clear the air? Karlissa raised serious doubts about the Zeus DNA test, and Ronnie himself later admitted that he had trusted the test at first, but eventually found out it was staged. He said the test was allegedly faked for the show, and he wasn't going to stay quiet about it. And then, tragedy strikes. After speaking publicly about the DNA test drama, Ronnie is killed. Police rule his death a homicide. The timing, suspicious, way too suspicious. People start asking questions. Was this just a coincidence, or was there something darker going on? After Ronnie's death, all the pressure shifts heavily toward Chrisean. The internet starts demanding answers. The whispers turn into roars, and Chrisean is forced to defend herself. In a desperate attempt to clear her name, Chrisean posts what she claims is a DNA test from 2023. She says it proves Blueface is the father. Case closed, right? Wrong, because the internet does what the internet does best. It investigates, and within hours, the test is proven fake. The numbers don't match. The format is incorrect. It's not from a real lab. Every detail is scrutinized, and every detail comes up false. People realize that Chrisean used a fabricated test to support her claims, and suddenly, Ronnie's accusations don't just seem credible, they seem like the truth. But it gets worse. Steve Wilkos, the no-nonsense talk show host known for exposing liars, decides to get involved. He contacts the hospital that Chrisean referenced in her paperwork, and guess what? The hospital denies everything. They have no record of the case number. They have no record of the paperwork. The entire test was fabricated. Steve Wilkos goes public with his findings, and the internet loses its mind. Chrisean is exposed. The lies are out in the open, and there's no coming back from this. Rumors start swirling that Chrisean is furious. She feels like Karlissa crossed the line. She's threatening to confront her in person. Chrisean claims that Karlissa is only doing this because she's jealous, because Chrisean has moved on. The already rocky relationship between the two women crumbles completely. Tensions are at an all-time high, and people are wondering if this is going to escalate beyond social media. The audience is divided. One viewer says Karlissa is exhausting, pointing out that there were multiple opportunities to get a clean test done, and yet it kept getting delayed and avoided. Another viewer fires back, saying that the fact there are so many tests being demanded proves that someone is terrified of the truth. The comments are flooded with shock, disbelief, and frustration. Everyone has an opinion, everyone has a theory, and no one can look away. Here's the pattern that keeps repeating. Every single time someone tries to get clear answers, a distraction appears. Paperwork goes missing. New arguments break out. Stories shift. It's like clockwork, and people are starting to believe that the truth is being deliberately avoided, that someone doesn't want the real answer to come out. Behind the scenes, sources reveal that Karlissa has been asking for a real, official DNA test long before any of this drama went public. She's been pushing for the truth from the very beginning. She wasn't trying to create drama. She was trying to protect her son and get to the bottom of a situation that never made sense. So where does that leave us? A mother who posted a fake DNA test, a grandmother who refuses to back down, a man who died asking for the truth, and a baby caught in the middle of it all. The question everyone's asking is simple. If Chrisean has nothing to hide, why won't she just take the test? Because at this point, the truth isn't just about paternity anymore. It's about lies, cover-ups, suspicious deaths, and a web of deception that keeps getting messier by the day. And until that real DNA test happens, the drama isn't going anywhere. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.